Hi, this is John Carlo with ViralSweep. I'm a co-founder here. I'm just going to give you a quick high-level overview of the platform. I'll kind of explain what products we have. I'll show you some examples, and then I'll show you the back end and how you would build and manage a campaign. So at a very high level, ViralSweep allows brands to build, run, and manage a variety of different campaign types. You build the promotions within our platform. We then give you a code snippet, which allows you to embed that promotion directly into your own website. And then you can drive all your traffic directly to that promotion, and our system is collecting all of the entry data for you. So to start, we have sweepstakes, which are basic enter to win promotions. People give you their information in exchange for a chance to win a prize. And you draw random winners with a sweepstakes. And we have a winner draw system that you would use to draw your winners at the very end. Our sweepstakes product also has an incentivization option where people can earn more entries in that sweepstakes by completing actions that our platform supports. Contests are skill-based, so typically it's like a photo or video contest. And then you can actually display those user submissions in a gallery, and you have the ability to do internal judging by your own company, or you could do a public vote where people vote on submissions. Instant win is very similar to a sweepstakes. However, people instantly find out if they won or if they lost the prize. So basically, you can add prizes into our system and designate the odds of winning that prize. And then when someone enters the instant win, we have an interactive wheel that spins with all of the prizes on it, and the user will immediately find out if they won or if they lost. We also bake in our social actions so people can actually be incentivized to complete actions if they lose, and those action completions give them more chances to spin again and see if they won. Our gallery product ties into our contest app as well as our hashtag app. Basically, the gallery lets you aggregate all the photos or videos, and then you can embed that gallery directly into your own website. You can use it just to show off customer photos or videos, or you can use it to have people vote on those submissions. Our Purchases app is currently for Shopify and BigCommerce. This allows you to run purchase-based sweepstakes on your store. So people can get entries for every dollar they spend on your store, and then on the order completion page, they can see how many entries they earned for that purchase. And then you're able to draw random winners at the very end. Keep in mind, with a sweepstakes, you always have to have an alternate method of entry that is entirely free for people to enter through. Typically, this is like a mail-on entry option, and that keeps it legal. Our milestones feature, this is referral-based. So people can refer friends via email to unlock tiers of prizes. This does not involve purchases at all. So people can refer friends just via email. If those friends sign up for the milestone campaign, then you can unlock tiers of prizes. So for example, refer 5 friends, get a free t-shirt. Refer 10 friends, get a hat, so on and so forth. Our Comments app is for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've ever seen companies leaving a post on Instagram saying tag 2 friends and leave a comment for a chance to win, well, our Comments app allows you to aggregate all of those comments into ViralSweep, and then you can draw winners at random. Email forms is just for basic email collection. If you want to just have like a embeddable form or a pop-up on your website to collect emails, you can use our email forms app for that. Our hashtag feature ties into Instagram and Twitter. People can post a hashtag on their own personal Instagram or Twitter page, and then we can aggregate those hashtags and pull in all the content, and then you can actually display that content in our gallery product. And then finally, we have a network. The network is just a network of brands that allows you to team up with them and co-promote your next sweepstakes. So basically, you can find other brands you may want to work with. You can reach out to them through our network. If they decide to work with you, basically both brands or multiple brands all promote the same sweepstakes. And then at the very end, depending upon your negotiation, typically everyone is splitting the email list. One app that is not shown here but is coming very soon, we have a waitlist app for pre-launches or for growing a waitlist before you launch a particular product or service, and that'll be coming very soon. Basically, with that app, people can sign up for your waitlist. They are then in line, and then they can refer friends or complete actions to get a higher spot in line. And then you can start letting people into your app or your service or allow them to access your product that you're selling. And obviously, everyone who gets let in, everyone who's not let in, they will keep jumping up in the line as you let more and more people in. So that's an overview of our products. We'll show you some quick examples here and kind of explain how things work. So as I mentioned earlier, you build a promotion in our system, and then we give you a code snippet where you can embed it within your own website. Alternatively, if you cannot put it on your site, we give you a link you can use, which is hosted by us. If you are putting it on your site, you have 3 different implementation options. So the first one is our full page. This is essentially a landing page. It takes over the full browser. And so this can be embedded directly into your website on any URL you want. Second option is our widget. The widget is embeddable, so you can embed it into an existing page of your site, or you can create your own custom landing page and drop the widget into it. The widget gives you a bit more flexibility on the content that you add to your page. So you can control everything on your own page, and then you kind of just drop the widget in there and you can match it to style your page. Excuse me, you can style it to match your page. Last option here is our Lightbox. The Lightbox is a pop-up. Typically, you can drop this in your home page and it pops up when someone lands on your site. You can also use these styles together. So a lot of companies will put the Lightbox on their homepage, and then they drive all their traffic from email and social to either the full page or widget, which is on a dedicated page of their site. The next thing I want to show you for sweepstakes is our incentivization system, which is a huge part of ViralSweep. So if someone lands on your sweepstakes and they fill out the form and submit it, on the next screen, they'll see actions that they can take to earn more entries in that sweepstakes. This demo on the screen is showcasing all of the actions that our platform supports. You can pick and choose in the back end which actions you actually want to add. But for starters, we have things like referral actions where people can get a unique link when they sign up and then share that link with friends. And for each friend that signs up through that link, they'll get more entries. You also have social actions based on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And these actions are dependent upon two things: what the social network platform policy actually allows, and we have to comply with all of those, and then what the social network API allows us to actually track. So nowadays, you can no longer incentivize likes, shares, or follows for Instagram and Facebook. So these are visit-based actions. Visit our Facebook page or visit us on Instagram. You can, of course, change the text of the action itself to say follow us or like us, but we can't actually track that. We can only track a visit. And that's true for any app, not just ours. You also have actions for Twitter. These are trackable through the Twitter API. So we can track shares, follows, or even retweets. And then as you get into some non-social based actions, we have things like watching videos, leaving reviews. We have a Yotpo integration, as well as a Bazaar Voice integration. You have things like visiting specific website pages, downloading an app, answering questions, participating in polls, or even uploading photos. You can also give away coupon codes, and people can be restricted to receive that coupon code until they complete a certain number of other actions. We also have custom actions where we can track things happening off of the platform, like a purchase or a website sign up. And then we also have Bazaar Voice integrated as well for anyone who uses Bazaar Voice. So those are the actions. On the right-hand side of these actions, you'll see the entry amounts. You can modify the number of entries that you're awarding per action in the back end. Just going to show you contests now. Contests, the entry form is very similar to a sweepstakes. However, the main difference is that you have a photo or video URL field. So people can upload a photo or video, and then you can actually display that content in our gallery product. So you have a full moderation system in the back end where you can moderate the submissions, and then those submissions can appear in a gallery just like this. And then you also have voting built in and sharing built in. So you can run a voting contest where you collect the voters' information, and those voters can also share the submission to help that particular submission get more votes. We'll just jump back here really quickly to the other examples. Instant win. This is very similar to sweepstakes, but people instantly find out if they won or if they lost. And so someone would come in here and fill out the form, and then they can spin the wheel, and all of the available prizes will show up on the wheel. And then it'll either land on a prize or the user will lose. Now, if they lose, you have the ability to have people earn additional chances to spin again by completing actions. Now, I previously completed one of these actions, and you can see I still have one chance remaining. So I can go ahead and spin that wheel again and see if I won a prize. And these actions, baked in with the chance to win a prize and spinning the wheel, really helps increase engagement with your audience. And finally, we have milestones. So milestones, again, is referral based. So a user would come in here, they can fill out the form and they can enter. And on the next screen, they can see that they're entered. Here's their referral link to share with friends. And down below are the rewards that they can unlock. So for example, on this demo, we can unlock a teeth whitening pen with one referral. And so if I get one friend to sign up, I would automatically unlock this reward. So this app is really great for giving away rewards or physical products. You can always do things like coupon codes and discounts, or physical products if you're doing like a pre-launch of a brand new product and you want to give away a bunch of them at once. We're now going to jump into the back end here. So this is the ViralSweep dashboard. As a new user, you'd come up here and you'd click on Set up your first promotion. And then it has all the available promotion types that you can build. For the sake of time, I'm just going to show you the sweepstakes setup, but all of the apps are very similar in terms of the setup process. This will take you to our builder. Now the builder is very simple to use. It's a split screen view. Left-hand side of the page are the fields you fill in to build the promotion. Right-hand side of the page is the live preview of the styles we're building. So for example, I could just say win a $500 gift card is our title. And every 3 seconds, we aggregate all of your changes and we update the form. So you'll see we now have a title added in there. So you would come through here and plug in all of the information that we need to build the promotion. Things like start and end dates, where you just pick from a calendar. A lot of this is very self-explanatory, so I'm not going to cover it, but I do just want to cover 3 key parts. The first one is a form. You can build any type of form that you'd like. You can click on Add Field, and we have tons of available pre-made field options like address, phone number, birthday, so on and so forth. You can also build your own custom fields further down. To add a field like name, we just simply click on the field. The field shows up on the left-hand side with all the available field options, and then in our preview, you'll see the field now shows up. After that, we have our social actions we can add to this campaign. To add an action, we just choose from the list. Let's just say we want to do a Twitter follow action. We could choose that action here. The action appears on the left-hand side, and on our right-hand side, the preview actually flips over to post entry, which is what people see once they enter. At the top here, you can switch back and forth between pre-entry, which is your form, and post-entry, which is what they'll see once they enter. And here's our follow us on Twitter action. Now back on the left-hand side, we can customize this by just putting in our Twitter page handle and say we want to give people 5 entries for following that particular page. And then now that our preview updates, you'll see we now have 5 entries for this action. And if we click on it, we now have ViralSweep showing on the Twitter follow button. In terms of imagery and content, so you can upload your company logo. I'll just upload some dummy images here. You can also upload product images of whatever you plan to give away. You can upload as many as you would like, and they automatically show up in a slideshow on the campaign. And then you can also upload a background image, which we use for that full page style. And so as the content populates, as well as the images populate, you'll see how things easily pull together. Within this section, you can also easily change the format. So if you want images to say be on the bottom of the form, you could just update that right within this section here. And you'll see how that updates. Now let's say the form was a bit too wide. On the left-hand side, we have our navigation. So right now we're in the build section. And let's say we want to go to the design section and we want to go to layout. We can simply change the width of the form from 900 pixels wide to say 600 pixels wide. And that'll shrink everything down and have it look a little bit better. Now, in terms of the navigation, you can navigate to all the different sections, such as integrations or advanced features or design features. Within the design section, you could change things like fonts, colors, backgrounds, all that type of stuff very easily just by choosing from color pickers. So if you want a light red background color here on our form, very simple to do. And I'll just reset that here. Other options that you have in terms of sending out email notifications from our system. If you want to send emails from our system, you just plug in your company email, name, subject, and then the body of the email is down below. These are used as confirmation emails, and you can also plug in the user's referral link in this email to encourage them to share with friends. Under integrations, we have the ability to connect to many different third-party services. So let's just say you want to connect with someone like MailChimp. All you do is click on this. You can then sign on to your MailChimp account. We then return all of your MailChimp lists to you, and you pick a list to connect to the campaign. From there, ViralSweep will automatically pass the entry data into MailChimp in real time. And so this is true for any integration that we support, and you can find your integration in the list. Now, if we don't support your integration that you use, you can always export the data from ViralSweep into an Excel file. You also have third-party integrations with third-party services like Facebook, Google Analytics, and Zapier. And then finally, under the advanced section, you have protections for the campaign. Things like a spam filter, which helps block a lot of bots and spam and cheating. You also have things like geo-targeting, where you can lock the campaign down to specific states or countries. So that's how you build a promotion. We'll go back to the dashboard here and take a look at what we've built. We'll actually just add some dates here, which we missed, and that'll help us finalize the setup of the promotion. So now we'll just go back once again. And now we're in our dashboard, and this is how the promotion looks when it's ready to go. So the first thing you would do is click on Install, which is how you would install the promotion. So within this section, you can either use a link we give you, which is hosted by us. And if we open up that link in a new tab, you'll see how the promotion that we just built shows up. If you want to install this to your website, you can either choose one of the supported platforms, or you can just manually grab the code. Let's say you want to use our widget, and here's the code snippet you would use and drop into your website. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to show you a live campaign. So we'll just log out of this account. And now we'll just look at a live campaign here, which actually has data on it. So under the entrance tab is where you can see all the entries flowing into the platform. You can see the emails of the users, where they're from, and how many entries everyone has earned. If you want to see additional fields they filled out in the form, you can click on the plus icon, which expands and shows you additional fields they filled out. If you want to see what people did to get these entries, you can click on the view button, and it expands and shows you the exact actions they completed to get those points. Top right corner of the screen, you can export all of the data into an Excel file. Under analytics, we show you tons of data on your campaign. Things like page views, entries, bonus entries, and referrals. Across the top, you have other data points you can look at, like social data, where we track all of the completion of all those actions and we plot them out for you. You also have cool features like location data on a world map or a US map, which shows you where everyone's coming from. You can also generate tracking links within our system for any of the marketing that you plan to do. So you can type in a source in the box here, and then we generate a link for you to use when promoting that campaign. And then we can track page views and entries that come through that link. Finally, we have simple sales tracking feature. So if you want to track sales coming from entrance to your campaign, you can use our sales tracking script. You drop this on your checkout, and when someone purchases, we can tie that back to this campaign. So let's say someone entered your campaign and then 10 days later went to your website and purchased. We could track that back to this campaign and show you the total number of sales and the sale amount. Finally, let's draw some winners. So for sweepstakes, you do a random draw. You have two options within our system for drawings. You have a private draw, which is only shown to you. And at the top here, you can just type in how many winners you want to pick, and you click on Draw Winners. The system then randomly draws the winners for you. It's a random draw and a weighted draw. It takes into account all of the entries people have earned. Down below in the table, we show you the winners. We never contact them. We just show you their information. It's up to you to reach out and contact them to award the prizes. If you have an issue with winners, you can actually just select them and delete them, and then you can come up to the top and draw new ones. Now we'll just get rid of these, and I'll show you the second option for drawings. We have a live draw feature. If you want to be engaged with your audience and do a live stream of your drawing on Facebook or Instagram, you can use the live draw feature. Basically, we can just draw 5 winners here, and it's a more interactive drawing which does a countdown from 10 seconds, and once it counts down, we throw up some confetti, and then we show winners' information. For privacy reasons, we'll show the winner's first name and last initial if you ask for it. If you just collect an email address, then we'll only just show the first half of their email and we'll blur out the rest. And so here we have the 5 winners that we just picked. And since this is a demo, some of the names aren't going to show up perfectly. But you'll see how the names show up, and then we show their location in the top right corner as well. So that's a quick overview of the ViralSweep platform and how you build and manage campaigns. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Always happy to help.